Today is Sunday. As I was walking home, filled with the Holy Spirit, of course, I met two people who were mentally insane. One of them was walking around in the dustbin, and the other one really was lying down the street in the middle of the road. And in between them was a church. The church was there. And I know that church very well because the pastor does miracles on the weekends. He will tell you he healed the sick, he cured the blind, all that miracle stuff. And I was wondering that why is that these pastors we have in Nigeria don't go to the hospitals to go and perform real miracles? Why is it that they perform miracles in a controlled setting? They do miracle in a situation whereby it's in their church, they've selected the people, you can't just come in from outside, there are people that are being pre-selected, and they do all these miracles, and everything just seems like a bad entertainment. Why can't they go into the hospitals and do those miracles? Why can't they go into the streets and see people who have mental illness and lay hand on their head and kind of cure them? It's like watching them is like watching WWE, and you're believing that is real. What they are doing is just theater. It's not miracle. And why many of us may laugh about it and enjoy it and think it's funny, But one thing is happening that doesn't get talked about. What is happening is that these people are taking advantage of the gullible and the hopeless. They're making these people give them their money. They're believing all their stories. They're making these people work for them for free. So while you are laughing and thinking it's funny and sharing these videos, understand that this is somebody taking advantage of the poor. And when these people finally realize that they were being taken advantage of, they will not only lose their faith in the man or the woman who did that, but they will lose their faith in Christianity. And that's the real issue.